We got the C for the chicken and the H for the hen with the I on the internet. Can't you see that's where she's been? K is for crazy chicken lady. 2EN, 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 chicken LADY. That chicken lady fly. Let that chicken lady fly. That chicken lady fly. So let that chicken lady fly.
Okay, cluck cluck everybody, make sure this is on. It is. Okay, so where have I been? I sort of abandoned the front porch series this year, didn't I? So I've been on a waiting list for a procedure for a very long time. I couldn't have any of my dental work done until I got it, which, you know how, I don't know, people they're weird about that. You can't go to the dentist because of this, whatever. So anyway, I finally got the call like in July, I think, beginning of July, something like that, to come on in. And so I went and had that procedure done, which, you know, everything went like it should and whatnot. And so, but immediately I was so behind on the dental work, I like started making appointments. And as soon as I was cleared, I started making the appointments. And I was basically in the dentist chair like every single week in October. I think it actually started back in the last week of July. So while I'm at the dentist, you know, every week I'm getting like needles shoved in my nerve, right? Because they're numb my mouth. So basically, after like the 4th week of doing that, I actually left that dentist appointment like really excited because I'm finally getting the dental work done. I'm feeling like a lot healthier as far as dental hygiene and stuff. So the next day, I'm kind of in some pain. I'm swelling a little bit, but it's dental work, you know. I just kind of thought, well, that's to be expected, whatever. And the next day, look, everything swelled up. So much pain. So I call them up, and they're like, yeah, come on in. They did the x-ray and whatnot. They're like, well, you don't have an abscess, which is, you know, kind of what it looked like it would be. And I was like, yeah, I don't think I do. I don't know what it is, but it was just, the pain was like all through here and stuff. So he was like, okay, well, maybe there's something going on with the nerves there. Let's give you some antibiotics and some pain pills and go on the way. So I knew like the next day these antibiotics weren't working. It was not getting any better. But I kind of waited. I wanted to give it time. So after like 2 days of the antibiotics, I called him back. I was like, this is getting worse. Like it had swollen up so big. My husband actually said I looked like a Who from Whoville. And so I was, even though I was like in immense pain, I was going around singing da hoo do re da hoo do re. And but anyway, so I called him back. I was like, yeah, this is getting worse. And they're like, how long have you been on the antibiotic now? And I was like, 2 days. And they're like, yeah, you should be having some relief. So I go in and they do the x-ray again. They're like, yeah, there's still no abscess. I'm like, I know. I don't think it's an abscess. I just think that something is wrong here. So finally they do, I guess it's a CT scan, but where they go all around your head with the imaging. And my nerves, my whole nerve system, like through here, was infected. And by that point, my face was so swollen, this side was actually starting to droop a little bit. It looked like I was having a stroke or something, which that really scared me. So he was basically like, also, I'm going to add that amoxicillin is always hit or miss with me. Doctors won't even, like, most doctors won't even give me amoxicillin because they know that it's, you know, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I think it's just because I've been on amoxicillin so much as a kid, because I was a sickly kid. They just kept me on amoxicillin for a long time. But, so, and that's what they had given me. So I don't know if the antibiotics wasn't work, or this just like was just super mad at me. So after the scan, he came back. He was like, so we're going to put a hole up in there and drain you. And he was like, is that okay? And I was like, I don't care what you do, just make it stop. Because, and that's not me. I probably annoy medical professionals a lot because I'm a question asker. I want to know why you're doing this, what exactly it entails, what's going to happen after. Like, I'm a question asker, so, but I was just like, do whatever, just get it done. So that's what they did. And the word he used was there was a lot of oozing. So there was a lot of infection through here. And so they actually left the hole there for like a few days, almost a week, to let it continue draining. And during that time, like my fever, I actually had a fever of 102.9 at one point, which is the highest fever that I remember having anytime as an adult. It was brutal. It was just taking so much out of me. My whole body was hurting from shivering. And but after it started really draining good, like the fever basically would just kick back up every now and then. They also gave me steroids during that time, which I'm not exactly sure what did, but I kind of contribute that to the real reason why it really started finally healing. So I go back, and there's still a lot of it to get the hole filled. There's still a lot of infection. He kind of finishes draining it. And he basically was like, you know, the antibiotics should have taken care of this. And I was like, he's like, so I'm going to go ahead and give you another one to just like kick it in the butt. We're going to double hit it. So anyway, we finished draining it. Of course, I've been on, you know, they gave me the steroids, and I'm basically like a walking pharmacy. I'm down to just the antibiotic now, but I'm still kind of like got all those medicines running through me. And I'm finishing up the antibiotic this week. But so basically for the past month, it started out with me just having some dental work and some pain, not doing it, but then it ended up being like actually like pretty sick. And with this, the sagging, still a little bit of sagging, but it's pretty much cleared. The swelling's gone. I've got a few more days of antibiotics left to finish off, and hopefully we will get back to it. I think I did like a creature feature. That was the last video I did with Flash, and that creature feature was like right before I went in and had the appointment. That I think just was the straw that broke the camel's back as far as the nerve goes. And I was actually in a little pain in that video, but just from the previous stuff that I had been doing, that I had done. But it wasn't so bad. You know, I was like, I'm going to go get this creature feature in. You know, I've been really wanting to get back into the creature features. But, so yeah, it's been a very rough couple of weeks with the infection. And I'm just kind of getting my energy back. So I'm going to try to do another creature feature on Wednesday. I think we're just going to kind of call it quits on the front porch. But if you notice, I'm wearing, it's getting chilly out now. So, you know, we're just going to kind of say the front porch series sort of got ended a little bit sooner than I would have liked this year. But we're going to get back to the creature features, and, you know, we'll start doing some other fun stuff. I made jelly yesterday, which was like the biggest thing that I've done basically since all this has happened. And I'll be honest with you, it took it out of me. By the end of the day, I was just like, oh, I'm so tired. I was actually like falling. I'm not somebody who falls asleep sitting up, but before I went to bed, I actually went to bed kind of early last night, but I was caught myself kind of falling asleep. That's another thing that this I'm not a napper. When this infection thing was going on, I could maybe make it to lunch. Before, I was just like, I gotta lay down, I gotta take a nap. It just really took it out of me. And I'm getting older, there's that too. But so, yeah, well, hopefully everything's on the mend. I am going to take a little break from the dental work, just to make sure everything's clear. Which I'm at a place now where I'm a lot more comfortable with it. So I should have like spaced it out maybe a little bit more. But I was just so happy to get back in there, to be honest. But hopefully, I'm sorry that I haven't really been around. Hopefully this kind of gives a little brief explanation. Cluck, cluck, everybody. I will get some more videos of animals soon, and we'll try to do a creature feature this week. Cluck, cluck.